Guys often complain about the disadvantages living as a man, and to some extent they may be right, but they ignore the other side of the coin. As a man, you can attain something women can't. One thing that fixes any disadvantage: status. Before we go into the video, I want you to understand something. Life as a man is exceptionally difficult. The most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. And it's your duty as a man to be important, strong, good-hearted, and God-fearing as possible. And you need to work hard to achieve those things. In this video, we will go over 7 fatherly lessons you needed when you were a boy. Number 1, magical equalizer. The gift of a man is status. No matter who you are, no matter how short you are, no matter how ugly you are, or even how broke you are. When you attain status, you bend reality. The world will perceive you as a tower of a man, and it happens overnight. The girl that ignored you yesterday will shamelessly crawl to your feet tomorrow if you attain status. Status makes women go crazy over average-looking celebrities. It's why they adore fighters, no matter if he looks like an ogre with a crooked nose. Listen, if you complain about your disadvantages, you simply lack status. There are lesser men than you that enforce admiration so strong it overrides every disadvantage they have. Status is a magical equalizer. You don't have to like it. You can even hate it, but you are forced to accept it. Number 2, ambition and wealth. Whenever I speak about wealth, there are some people that think it's a bad thing. There's more to living than wealth. God hasn't put us on this earth to become wealthy. Why would I work hard? I'm not ambitious, etc., etc. Let me teach you a hidden lesson. Have you ever heard the tale of Icarus? Icarus was a boy that could fly. His father was a craftsman, and he crafted wings for his son to fly with. But he firmly warned Icarus, "My son, do not fly too high, the sun will burn you, and don't fly too low. The ocean's dampness will make your wings too heavy and you'll crash." Icarus nodded his head and flew away. But as he was flying, he ignored the warnings of his father. He rose higher and higher. To witnesses on the ground, he looked like a god. And as he looked down from above, he felt like God too. Blinded by ambition and the feeling of divine power, he kept flying higher, until he rose too high and the sun melted his wings. He crashed and died. If I ask you what the moral of this story is, you would probably tell me. The moral of the story is that your ambition shouldn't blind you. Don't go too high, you might end up losing everything. It's true, chasing the highest highs, Lambos, drugs, lust, these things will end you. However, that is just half the lesson. Everyone ignores the other half of the lesson. Don't fly too low, it'll make you crash. No ambition and no wealth is terrible. You'll fail your duty as a man to provide, which is a direct betrayal to your bloodline. Both you and your loved ones will crash. Don't let your bias simply see one side of the coin. More lessons on generating wealth will come shortly. Those that want to keep coping will sink into the ocean. Number 3, regret. Nothing is more powerful than regret. Those that regret nothing are at a disadvantage to those who do. Those that do regret are gifted. They can turn pain into progress, knowing there may never be a second time to make things right. If you're smart, you will find something to regret and use it as fuel to create results. Not many can do it, but those who can have a cheat code to limitless energy and drive. That's how you play the game of emotions. Number 4, miracles. Throughout my years, I've seen miracles happen. I've seen men come from the bottom, overcome every obstacle, and shut up every doubter. Men born disadvantageous, seemingly destined for failure, still succeed. Miracles don't exist, you say. Don't be ridiculous. Blind men have regained sight before. Terminal cancer has disappeared before. Dirt poor people have become wealthy. To the masses, miracles are a myth. They think it just happens to gifted, lucky people. Wrong. Any man can make a miraculous comeback. It doesn't take a genius to make them happen, nor does it take top-tier genetics or talent. What matters most is your grit. You need fighting spirit, a spirit so fierce it fights on even when you're unconscious. Number 5, free will. If your life is not stressful, you're going to remain insignificant. If your training is not stressful, your muscles won't grow. Most of you have soft brains from soft lives. No backbone, no spine, a symptom of no pressure. You need more stress in your life, not less. More goals, more responsibilities, more aspirations. When you fail to give yourself the necessary dose of pressure for greatness, God gives you suffering and hardships instead. A gift, a chance for you to strengthen under the pressure called life. You fail to recognize this, so instead you call yourself unlucky. You spit on a gift given to you by God Himself, and you wonder why you are unfulfilled inside. Number 6, win everything or lose. It's not enough to be only exceptional in one realm. With every single advantage you have, it's not enough to be good at just one thing. You need to be good at everything. Rich, strong, charismatic, well-connected, wise, everything. You have the entire world at your fingertips, sitting in your pocket. This is not the past. You have more knowledge, more resources, and less bullshit to deal with than every one of your ancestors. You cannot just be rich. You cannot just be strong. One is not enough anymore. And if you do not understand this, you will simply lose to those who do. Number 7, make your goal a standard. We do not achieve our dreams, we achieve our standards. So if you want your dreams to become a reality, you have to make it your standard. Think about it like this. If you dream of 10K a month, it's very hard to achieve it because you've put it on a pedestal. It's just a dream. But if you look at 10K a month as something you have to make, just like a hygiene standard, you will achieve it. It's no different from brushing your teeth every day. Brushing your teeth twice a day is a standard, and if you miss it, you'll feel dirty. You need to look at your goal the same way. Make it a standard, so if you achieve anything less than that, you'll feel disgusted with yourself. If you want to progress 1% every day, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time.